Narrated by Abdullah. When the verse, "It is those who believe and confuse not their belief with wrong," means worshipping others besides Allah, Surah 6 verse 82, was revealed, it became very hard on the companions of the Prophet peace be upon him, and they said, "Who among us has not confused his belief with wrong oppression?" On that, Allah's apostle said, "This is not meant by the verse. Don't you listen to Luqman's statement, verily. Joining others in worship with Allah is a great wrong indeed." Surah 31 verse 13. Narrated by Abu Bakr. The Prophet said, "The biggest of the great sins are, to join others in worship with Allah, to be undutiful to one's parents, and to give a false witness." He repeated it thrice, or said, "a false statement," and kept on repeating that warning till we wished he would stop saying it. Narrated by Abdullah bin Amr. A Bedouin came to the Prophet peace be upon him and said, "O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, what are the biggest sins?" The Prophet peace be upon him said, "To join others in worship with Allah." The Bedouin said, "What is next?" The Prophet peace be upon him said, "To be undutiful to one's parents." The Bedouin said, "What is next?" The Prophet peace be upon him said, "To take an oath al-gamus." The Bedouin said, "What is an oath al-gamus?" The Prophet peace be upon him said, "The false oath through which one deprives a Muslim of his property unjustly." Narrated by Ibn Masud. A man said, "O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, shall we be punished for what we did in the pre-Islamic period of ignorance?" The Prophet peace be upon him said, "Whoever does good in Islam will not be punished for what he did in the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, and whoever does evil in Islam will be punished for his former and later bad deeds." Narrated by Ikrimah. Some Zanatika, atheists, were brought to Ali and he burnt them. The news of this event reached Ibn Abbas, who said, "If I had been in his place, I would not have burnt them, as Allah's Messenger peace be upon him forbade it, saying, 'Do not punish anybody with Allah's punishment fire.' I would have killed them according to the statement of Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, 'Whoever changed his Islamic religion, then kill him.'" Narrated Abu Burda. Abu Musa said, "I came to the Prophet peace be upon him along with two men from the tribe of Ash'ariyan, one on my right and the other on my left, while Allah's Messenger peace be upon him was brushing his teeth with a siwak, and both men asked him for some employment. The Prophet peace be upon him said, 'O Abu Musa, O Abdullah bin Qais.' I said, 'By him who sent you with the truth, these two men did not tell me what was in their hearts, and I did not realize, that they were seeking employment.' As if I were looking now at his siwak being drawn to a corner under his lips, and he said, 'We never, or, we do not, appoint for our affairs anyone who seeks to be employed. But O Abu Musa, or Abdullah bin Qais, go to Yemen.' The Prophet then sent Mu'ad bin Jabal after him, and when Mu'ad reached him, he spread out a cushion for him and requested him to get down, and sit on the cushion. Behold, there was a fettered man beside Abu Musa. Mu'ad asked, 'Who is this man?' Abu Musa said, 'He was a Jew and became a Muslim and then reverted back to Judaism.' Then Abu Musa requested Mu'ad to sit down, but Mu'ad said, 'I will not sit down till he has been killed.' This is the judgment of Allah and His Apostle for such cases, and repeated it thrice. Then Abu Musa ordered that the man be killed, and he was killed. Abu Musa added, 'Then we discussed the night prayers, and one of us said, I pray and sleep, and I hope that Allah will reward me for my sleep as well as for my prayers.'" Narrated by Abu Huraira. When the Prophet peace be upon him died and Abu Bakr became his successor and some of the Arabs reverted to disbelief, Umar said, "O Abu Bakr, How can you fight these people? Although Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said, I have been ordered to fight the people till they say, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and whoever said, none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, Allah will save his property and his life from me, unless he does something for which he receives legal punishment, justly, and his account will be with Allah. Abu Bakr said, by Allah, I will fight whoever differentiates between prayers and zakat, as zakat is the right to be taken from property, according to Allah's orders. By Allah, if they refuse to pay me even a kid they used to pay to Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, I would fight with them for withholding it. Umar said, by Allah, it was nothing, but I noticed that Allah opened Abu Bakr's chest towards the decision to fight, therefore I realized that his decision was right. Narrated by Anas bin Malik. A Jew passed by Allah's Messenger peace be upon him and said, As-samu alayka. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said in reply, We alayka. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him then said to his companions, Do you know what he, the Jew, has said? He said, As-samu alayka. They said, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him. Shall we kill him? The Prophet said, No. When the people of the book greet you, say, Wa alaykum. Narrated by Aisha. A group of Jews asked permission to visit the Prophet, and when they were admitted, they said, As-samu alayka, death be upon you. I said, to them, But death and the curse of Allah be upon you. The Prophet peace be upon him said, O Aisha, Allah is kind and lenient and likes that one should be kind and lenient in all matters. I said, Haven't you heard what they said? He said, I said to them, Wa alaykum, and upon you. Narrated by Ibn Umar. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said, When the Jews greet any one of you they say, Sam alayka, death be upon you, so you should say, Wa alayka, and upon you. Narrated by Abdullah. As if I am looking at the Prophet peace be upon him while he was speaking about one of the prophets whose people have beaten and wounded him, and he was wiping the blood off his face and saying, O Lord, forgive my people as they do not know. Narrated by Ali. Whenever I tell you a narration from Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, by Allah, I would rather fall down from the sky than ascribe a false statement to him, but if I tell you something between me and you, not a hadith, then it was indeed a trick, means I may say things just to cheat my enemy. No doubt I heard Allah's apostle saying, During the last days there will appear some young foolish people who will say the best words but their faith will not go beyond their throats, means they will have no faith, and will go out from, leave, their religion as an arrow goes out of the game. So, wherever you find them, kill them, for whoever kills them shall have reward on the day of resurrection. Narrated by Abdullah bin Amr bin Yasar. That they visited Abu Sa'id al-Khudri and asked him about al-Haruriyya, a special unorthodox religious sect, Did you hear the Prophet peace be upon him saying anything about them? Abu Sa'id said, I do not know what al-Haruriyya is, but I heard the Prophet peace be upon him saying, There will appear in this nation, he did not say, from this nation, a group of people so pious apparently that you will consider your prayers inferior to their prayers, but they will recite the Quran, the teachings of which will not go beyond their throats and will go out of their religion as an arrow darts through the game, whereupon the archer may look at his arrow, its nasil at its Risaf and its fuka to see whether it is blood-stained or not, means they will have not even a trace of Islam in them. Narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. Regarding al-Haruriyya, the Prophet peace be upon him said, They will go out of Islam as an arrow darts out of the game's body. Narrated by Abu Sa'id. While the Prophet peace be upon him was distributing something, Abdullah bin Hilkawayzura at-Tamimi came and said, "Be just, O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him." The Prophet peace be upon him said, "Woe to you! Who would be just if I were not?" Umar bin al-Khattab said, "Allow me to cut off his neck." The Prophet peace be upon him said, "Leave him, for he has companions, and if you compare your prayers with their prayers and your fasting with theirs, you will look down upon your prayers and fasting, in comparison to theirs. Yet they will go out of the religion as an arrow darts through the game's body, in which case, if the cuthead of the arrow is examined, nothing will be found on it, and when its nasal is examined, nothing will be found on it, and then its nadiyi is examined, nothing will be found on it. The arrow has been too fast to be smeared by dung and blood. The sign by which these people will be recognized will be a man whose one hand, or breast, will be like the breast of a woman, or like a moving piece of flesh. These people will appear when there will be differences among the people, Muslims." Abu Sa'id added, "I testify that I heard this from the Prophet peace be upon him, and also testify that Ali killed those people while I was with him." The man with the description given by the Prophet peace be upon him was brought to Ali. The following verses were revealed in connection with that very person, means Abdullah bin Hilkawayzura at-Tarnami, and among them are men who accuse you, O Muhammad, in the matter of the distribution of the alms. Surah 9 verse 58. Narrated by Yusir bin Amr. I asked Sal bin Hunayf, "Did you hear the Prophet peace be upon him saying anything about al-Khawarij?" He said, "I heard him saying while pointing his hand towards Iraq. There will appear in it, means Iraq, some people who will recite the Quran, but it will not go beyond their throats, and they will go out from, means leave Islam as an arrow darts through the game's body." Narrated by Abu Huraira. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said, "The hour will not be established till two huge groups fight against each other, their claim being one and the same." Umar bin al-Khattab said, "I heard Hisham bin al-Hakim reciting Surat al-Furqan during the lifetime of Allah's Messenger peace be upon him. I listened to his recitation and noticed that he recited it in several different ways which Allah's Messenger peace be upon him had not taught me. So I was about to jump over him during his salat, prayer, but I waited till he finished his salat, prayer, whereupon I put, either his upper garment or my upper garment around his neck and seized him by it and asked him, 'Who has taught you the surah?' He replied, 'Allah's Messenger peace be upon him has taught it to me.' I said, to him, 'You have told a lie. By Allah, Allah's Messenger peace be upon him has taught me the surah which I have heard you reciting.' So I dragged him to the Allah's Messenger peace be upon him. I said, 'O Allah's Messenger, I have heard this man reciting Surat al-Furqan in a way in which you have not taught me, and you did teach me Surah al-Furqan.' On that Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said, 'O Umar, release him. Recite, O Hisham.' So Hisham recited before him in the way as I heard him reciting. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said, 'It has been revealed like this.' Then Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said, 'Recite, O Umar.' So recited it. The Prophet peace be upon him said, 'It has been revealed like this.' And then he added, 'This Quran has been revealed to be recited in 7 different ways, so recite it whichever way is easier for you." Narrated by Abdullah. When the verse, "Those who believe and did not confuse their belief with wrong, worshipping others besides Allah," Surah 6 verse 82, was revealed, it was hard on the companions of the Prophet peace be upon him, and they said, "Who among us has not wronged, oppressed himself?" Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said, "The meaning of the verse is not as you think, but it is as Luqman said to his son, 'O my son, join not in worship others with Allah, Verily, joining others in worship with Allah is a great wrong indeed. Surah 31 verse 13. Narrated by Itban bin Malik. Once Allah's Messenger peace be upon him came to me in the morning, and a man among us said, "Where is Malik bin ad-Dukhshun?" Another man from us replied, "He is a hypocrite who does not love Allah and his apostle." The Prophet peace be upon him said, "Don't you think that he says, 'None has the right to be worshipped but Allah, only for Allah's sake'?" They replied, "Yes." The Prophet peace be upon him said, "Nobody will meet Allah with that saying on the day of resurrection, but Allah will save him from the fire." Narrated, Abu Abdurrahman and Hibban bin Atiyah had a dispute. Abu Abdurrahman said to Hibban, "You know what made your companions, Ali, dare to shed blood?" Hibban said, "Come on." "What is that?" Abdurrahman said, "Something I heard him saying." The other said, "What was it?" Abdurrahman said, "Ali said, Allah's Messenger peace be upon him sent for me, Az-Zubair and Abu Marthad, and all of us were cavalry men, and said, 'Proceed to Ra'ad Hajj.'" Abu Salama said that Abu Awana called it like this, means, Hajj, where there is a woman carrying a letter from Hatib bin Abi Baltay to the pagans of Mecca. "So bring that letter to me." So we proceeded riding on our horses till we overtook her at the same place of which Allah's Messenger peace be upon him had told us. She was traveling on her camel. In that letter Hatib had written to the Meccans about the proposed attached of Allah's Messenger peace be upon him against them. We asked her, "Where is the letter which is with you?" She replied, "I haven't got any letter." So we made her camel kneel down and searched her luggage, but we did not find anything. My two companions said, "We do not think that she has got a letter." I said, "We know that Allah's Messenger peace be upon him has not told a lie." Then Ali took an oath saying, "By him by whom one should swear. You shall either bring out the letter or we shall strip off your clothes." She then stretched out her hand for her girdle, round her waist, and brought out the paper letter. They took the letter to Allah's Messenger peace be upon him. Umar said, "O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, Hatib has betrayed Allah, his apostle, and the believers, let me chop off his neck." Allah's Messenger peace be upon him said, "O Hatib, what obliged you to do what you have done?" Hatib replied, "O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, why, for what reason, should I not believe in Allah and his apostle? But I intended to do the Mecca people a favor by virtue of which my family and property may be protected, as there is none of your companions but has some of his people, relatives, whom Allah urges to protect his family and property." The Prophet peace be upon him said, "He has said the truth, therefore, do not say anything to him except good." Umar again said, "O Allah's Messenger peace be upon him, he has betrayed Allah, his apostle, and the believers, let me chop his neck off." The Prophet peace be upon him said, "Isn't he from those who fought the battle of Badr? And what do you know, Allah might have looked at them, Badr warriors, and said to them, 'Do what you like, for I have granted you paradise.'" On that, Umar's eyes became flooded with tears and he said, "Allah and his apostle know best."